Welcome back, everyone, to Total War Warhammer. In this episode, we're going to be taking a look, basically, at the beginning slash intro of the campaign if you select the faction of what are called the Beastmen. Beastmen are creatures of chaos who destroy all they come across. Master ambushers. They use the beast paths to entrap enemy armies. In battle, ferocious beast lords control the herds and the many other monsters in thrall to their bestial majesty. The old world's forests are terrifying places where the children of chaos roam, lurking in the darkness. So the Beastmen kind of combine a couple of things from a couple different factions. They have this thing called the Dark Moon, a powerful recurring event that provides significant bonuses to Beastmen armies, but can also provide negatives. So you kind of have to choose a give and take kind of thing. Beast paths, basically it's like the under path caveways that both the greenskins and the dwarves use. Aggressive units with a variety of fast-moving beasts and monsters. And you can see here, it's a bit more background on the Beastmen. Again, I thought I was able to pull up more background on this before. Oh, here we go. Here we go. It was this little function right here. There we go. Much of the old world is covered in dark, forbidding forest. Vast tracts of dense woodland. Blah, 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 blah. So, their playstyle. Horde armies are in close proximity, will not suffer from infighting. So, unlike the Warriors of Chaos, you can have them support each other. Bestial rage penalties for any positive diplomacy conducted. So they have this thing called Beast Rage, which is like the fightiness of the greenskins. Positive diplomacy conducted. Horde, the faction those elements, infrastructure, military improvements are linked. Yep, just like the Chaos Warriors. They also spread Chaos corruption, like the Warriors of Chaos. Confederation, options allowing other Beastmen tribes to be merged. Strong diplomatic penalties with almost all factions, and they cannot trade. Some of their top units. Cygors, giant Cyclops creatures that are also siege units. Minotaurs, more Minotaurs. Yeah, pretty awesome. So, we select the Beastmen. We have our three lords to choose from. We have the faction leader, Kazarak, the One Eye. We have Malagor, the Dark Omen. And Morgor, the Shadow Gave. Kazarak is the faction leader, a powerful melee fighter and leader, can unlock a ferocious Razorgore chariot mount. His effects, more leadership when fighting against humans, income from raiding is increased by 10%, and more charge bonus for Bestigor Horde or Bestigor Herd units. He starts off with Gore Herd, Minotaurs, and more Gore Herd. Kazarak is a cunning foe. More than a brutal beast lord, he is bestowed with an intellect far superior to that of his peers. The One Eye has a deep understanding of his followers, able to channel the unruly nature of the herd and corral his gores by harnessing their wild nature. Not every true horn is worthy of Kazarak's retinue. Inferior tribes will come. Gores from across the Drakewald, drawn by the One Eye's dark reputation, and hoping to share in his despicable spoils. But Kazarak's success means he can afford to be choosy, and so only those chosen ones he deems worthy are offered a place by his side. Those that are turned down may well be sent on their way unmolested. Others that Kazarak deems as a threat, perhaps bitter at their rejection, will not leave the immediate area alive. With the One Eye able to be selective, Kazarak retains a fearsome grip upon his army. A wild force that enacts his cunning and effective plans with murderous efficiency. No one is spared during Kazarak's attacks, his superbly trained warhounds easily chasing down the few who manage to escape the war herd's trap. We have Malagor the Dark Omen, who is a powerful Bray Shaman, master of the lore of the wild. More campaign moon range. Bray Shaman hero capacity is increased by 1. More diplomatic relations with Beastmen and Warherds. Starts off with a giant Ungor Spearmen herds with shields, and Chaos Warhounds with poison. We have Morgor, the Shadow Gave, as you can see, kind of a strange abomination. A powerful melee fighter, corrupts the world around him, has powerful battle ability, Spirit Essence of Chaos, because he is pretty much a Chaos spawn merged with a beast, a Beast Lord. Very interesting. Chaos Corruption upkeep for Minotaur units is increased, but upkeep for Chaos Spawn is decreased. Of disorder and mutation as he walks, worms and insects fester to the surface. Rivers travel the wrong way. Fire flits through the air. Cut down, his vile spirit is simply reborn elsewhere. Very interesting. Well, we're going to be starting off with Khazrak the One Eye. Each one has a different starting location because they are a horde faction, just like the Warriors of Chaos. Let's take a look at the intro.
The dark powers demand war on all civilization. The Cloven Ones answer the call. I am an emissary of such a cause, one that has spoken with brave shamans and knows their ways. I have sought out the One Eye, for his hatred of man reaches above all doors. He knows my scent and abides my presence. For now. Let us guide them to greatness. Show them where men are weak, lazy, unprepared. Khazrak thirsts for vengeance, but a single soul is not enough to appease the ruinous powers. They want it all. Send forth the Gors. Let civilization be torn asunder. Let the endless hunt begin.
So when I first tried them out here in the first game, I wasn't able to really have that much success early on. I think I got wiped out pretty quickly. And then I retried them again in Mortal Empires, and I kind of took a different approach. I think I went a different direction on the map, or, you know, tried something else, and I ended up having more success. I'm, you know, pretty far into that one.
A greeting in your tongue, my bestial lord. I know you feel a yearning to kill me, for I am but a man. But you have received the vision. You know who has sent me. My desire is as yours, to see the Cloven Ones tear down all civilization. So let us begin. To the north, past the mystic forest of Athaloren, is Bretonia. Arrogant and aloof, its glittering spires a sure sign of self-righteousness. You should bring ruin to this pretty realm. East of
Absolutely.
Bretonia lies the Empire, the very pinnacle of mankind's hubris. Its capital, Altdorf, is the center of power and a symbol of its surety. Reduce it all to rubble. Let pandemonium reign. The Empire is powerful, but divided. You must strike soon, for it may yet unify and seek to bring civilization to the Bloodgrounds. To the south, the Border Princes hold a tentative grip on all that they call theirs. Yet they are isolated by the mountains and the Blackfire Pass. Soft targets for a hungry herd such as ours. Destruction is in your blood, Nui Gorleth, and the world must know it. Sow as much as you can. The Cloven Ones shall destroy the world of man.
Alright. Raising 4 signs. So, the Beastmen's obvious main objective is they must destroy... Mankind must be destroyed. The main objective is they just want to destroy all the human factions. The Dark Moon, as I mentioned, is something that will happen in 7 turns and can let you choose a bonus, but you also do get a negative from it. Brayherds can be called, enabling Beastmen to field an additional army. So basically, it's just like the function of bringing in a Wa army for the Greenskins. So that's kind of how it works with the combination of the Greenskins and the Warriors of Chaos when it comes to the Beastmen, with it being called Bestial Rage instead. They're masters of their environment, making use of their various army stances to traverse the land quickly. So, here's Kazrak. They give me this second army, though really I'm not really wanting it because it obviously is going to hurt my upkeep. So, let's see. I'm going to try this here. I am going to just simply give these guys to Kazrak and then disband this guy. Alright, there we go. So now I have just Kazrak's army. So, as you can see here, we have Ambush, which is his basic normal stance. We have the Beast Paths, as I mentioned before. We have Hidden Encampment. But here's the problem with Encampment. And we have Raiding. So you can see the different things, like just, here we go, the Bestial Rage Meter, as you can see here. They're Cowed, Animosity. You have to keep this up, otherwise there's going to be infighting and you'll suffer attrition, just like with the Greenskins. If you go to an encampment, you lose Bestial Rage, but you become immune to attrition, and you can be able to manage your structures here, just like with the Warriors of Chaos. So we'll go here and upgrade this, because as I mentioned, just like with the Warriors of Chaos, Horde growth is extremely important to level up your infrastructure here and your buildings. As you can see here, we have 10 slots here. Lots of different interesting buildings here. We can be able to recruit Bray Shamans and Gorbals, which are awesome. And we have different Beast Lords to recruit here. There's that guy that I just disbanded. Takes Horde growth to recruit a Legendary Lord, though. To get Morgor Shadowgave, we need to unlock a Chaos Spawn unit, which we can do with a building. And Malagor the Dark Omen will unlock after constructing the Ritual Mound building. So, if you want, you need this to unlock Malagor, and then one of these here will let you be able to recruit Chaos Spawn, which is... it's this one. So you gotta get this, start off with the Den, and then make your way to a Pits of Horror, and then once you spawn one of these, then you get access to the other Legendary Lord. So... we start off with Gore Herds, Ungor Herds. Ungors are really weak, but these Ungor Raiders are pretty much your only range for the time being. Once you get, obviously, these guys are okay to start off with. Minotaurs, yeah, they're pretty nice. But there's going to be some other units you can be able to recruit later on. They're going to be much better. Let's go ahead and grab one of each of these. Get myself 4 range units and then just focus on melee. Recruitments of Regiment, obviously you got to level those up. But while we're increasing this, may as well grab a couple more units. Research and technology for the Beastmen is kind of interesting. You can pick one of these, but then you'll see here that it'll decrease the research rate. But then when you go over here and you spend money, you'll increase research rate to be able to let yourself get some upgrades pretty quickly. Increase the amount of chaos corruption that you spread. So you can see the similarities between them and the Warriors of Chaos as well as the Greenskins. Let's see here. Obviously going to be fighting a lot of humans. Recruits. That may not be that big a deal right now. Let's increase the amount of income we get from raiding. Because trust me, as you can see here, that's going to be quite an issue. That's kind of why I wanted to get rid of that second army. Because I didn't want it to hurt my upkeep. Because that can be quite a problem. Let's see if I can try and get us into at least one battle here. To show you how the Beastmen are like in a fight. Before we stop looking at the Beastmen here. Okay. Oh, and I can further upgrade this. Yeah, obviously this is going to hurt my infighting for the time being. But, you know, it's going to be very important to try and get this done as quickly as I can. Fortunately, the turn thing goes very fast here, so... But as I mentioned, like with the Warriors of Chaos, you're going to be spending a lot of time just doing one thing and then just ending the turn. You know, you won't be able to do that much micromanagement or anything. Very quick on the turn timer when it comes to these particular horde-like factions here. Alright, so now we're going to switch to the raiding one because this is going to help out with our bestial rage as well as with things such as the... let's go over here first, actually. We're going to make our way over here, as well as helping out with our income, because as you can see here, we're going to be very reliant upon raiding. That's going to be extremely important. One of the good things about using the raiding stance also is that if you just want to have your guy sit there and raid, he'll be able to get more XP from doing so. Look at the amount of XP I've already gotten for Kazrak.
Known only.
Yeah, I'll use that like if I gotta get past a certain area, but not right now. I don't have enough income, you see that? I could upgrade this so I can get better units, but I don't have enough. I need to keep going here, so... 15 and 20. Obviously, we're gonna completely annihilate these guys. Let's get into a fight, though, so I can show you basically how they work. How they look in a fight. Again, not much different from how it can be with the Warriors of Chaos, except that these guys actually have the Ungor Herd guys, these guys here. They're actually pretty decent range units compared to what the Warriors of Chaos have. But you have an army that is ideal for not necessarily having to be worrying about wearing themselves out, because they run around all the time naturally. So you don't necessarily have to worry about vigor and things like that. You know, some of these guys don't even have penalties when they fight in the forest, which is awesome. So you can make it where vigor and them getting tired and getting worn out is not even a problem, which is fantastic. Alright, so got my melee guys here, my range guys back here. Let's start. There we go, let's move up. You guys move up as well. See how fast they're running? Look at this. Look at their speed. Look at the Minotaurs. Woo! They are definitely great at charging their enemy. If you like playing a faction that can charge their enemy and just run them down, You're gonna really like the Beastmen. Oh, they don't even have any ranged. Oh, you guys are in trouble. Big trouble. Okay, so spearmen are bad for the minotaurs, so I don't want to risk them getting hurt by those guys. But fortunately, you know, it shouldn't be that big of a problem because we have overwhelming numbers. Alright, so let's pause here. I want Kazrak to charge their leader. You guys charge that. You three charge that. Let's see here. You guys just kind of chill back here and, you know, fire at whatever. You guys can charge that. Here we go! Kazrak going to town. The Minotaurs just charged in and ran them over. Look at them. Oh! Oh, that's bad for them. Oh. Chase them down. Don't let the leader escape. Oh, see how the Minotaurs are just... Oh, using their horns to just run them over. Oh, oh, that's merciless. That is brutal. Oh. No chance. No chance. Alright, go ahead and end there. And there are some really good, much better monstrous units that you can add here. Herd units that can just chase down enemies like nobody's business. And of course the Cygor, artillery unit that can hurl boulders, but if it's attacked, it can be able to just stomp and, you know, attack them like a giant kaiju. It's just so good. It's like one of the best artillery units in the game, just simply because it can help defend itself. So, like with the Warriors of Chaos, you can either raise and defile, more chaos corruption plus more horde growth, or loot and raise to get yourself some money. Because early on we're low, I'm going to do loot and raise so I can get myself some income here. As I mentioned with the Warriors of Chaos, Gargantuan Hooves, because you got to get through here, and then you got to make your way over here, because Children of Chaos, you got to make yourself get over here so you can increase your horde growth in order to make sure you can be able to increase this so you can get your structures faster. You know, and it's obviously, as I mentioned with the Warriors of Chaos, it's going to be harder for the whatever lords you spawn for their other armies, because they don't have the numbers to start off with like your starting lord does. So that's basically the Beastmen. You know, it can be a little difficult, but hey, at least with the Beastmen, unlike the Warriors of Chaos, you can have your armies support each other. So if you want, you could have multiple armies just sitting here raiding defending each other so that way they don't get attacked by multiple armies just coming over to wherever they are. So, Beastmen, they were pretty pricey in this game. Obviously, I say put it on your wish list, wait until it's on sale, and, you know, pick it up if you like this horde type of gameplay. And we'll be checking out another faction when we come back. Stay tuned.